Good morning. It's Leza live on the radio. On the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Happy hump day, gentlemen. It is Wednesday. We are making our way towards that weekend. If we can just make it till noon today, it's all downhill.
Where's your sound effect that goes hump day? Wow,
That's
my
favorite sound effect, and it's right there in front of my fingers. I did boot him up, though. Did you notice? Is that why you asked me what my sound effect was?
No, I just figured you'd had the camel and be like, hump day.
Oh, yeah. Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. These are too hard. They're too hard to find quickly. I need something that I don't have to scroll. Anyway, let's get to the show. How's everybody on this midweek morning?
Living the dream,
Yeah.
trying to figure out the board here.
Yeah, Matt just showed me pictures of the tile going in at his house, or the LVP.
LVP.
Yeah, and it's looking so nice. You got to be
good.
excited about that.
Good.
Yeah.
That's got to make you happy.
Yeah, now I just got to pay for it.
Well, there is that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well.
No,
There's always something. Wah, wah, wah.
It's all. I mean, I'm gambling. It's all on a credit card, and
Yeah.
it'll be paid off out of escrow. So
Okay. All right.
hopefully.
Well, that's going to work.
But yeah.
Hopefully. Knock on some wood. Everybody, take a minute for Matt. Knock on some wood.
So anybody that knows the process, I am through the binzer.
Yeah.
So we're
Good.
pretty much set unless something really dramatic happens
What's
with
the
the
date
appraisal.
for closure?
April 1st.
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's
Why
Day.
didn't you pick the second?
I didn't pick it. It was the buyer.
Oh, why'd they pick it? That's not good. That's a little concerning.
Well, that's actually in the house that I'm buying.
Yeah.
I told them I'm closing April 1st and all
Yeah.
that other stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're not closing on April 1st.
Exactly.
They're like, that's bad luck.
Joke's on us.
We're like, we'll do it the second.
You know what, though? If it doesn't, they're like, we got new flooring, new paint. We're good to go.
Wait, we're not supposed to say that publicly.
No.
I'm so in trouble.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I told them that. I
Yeah.
told them that.
You did.
Not to air what I'm doing, but yeah, I told them that if something dramatic happens and I cannot purchase their home, we'll put it on the market and we will add a lot more money because now it's going to be really
Right.
nice.
Right. Yeah. They're like, oh, look how nice it looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
hope they don't see that.
That's what I was just going to say.
I'm going to
probably
take
best-
the other route. I'm going to say he's going to get it done. It's
Yeah.
going to go smooth, and he's
Yes.
going to move in, and enough of that. you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Drew-
Only good thoughts. Only good thoughts.
Drugel's just saying that because he wants the motorcycle out of his garage.
No, that's not true.
I know. He's like,
"It's another one."
the more the merrier, right? The more motorcycles, the merrier.
The correct amount of motorcycles to own is
Yeah.
just one more.
Just one
Just
more.
one more.
Yeah.
And it's even better if it's your friend's bike.
I was going to say, speaking of that, my buddy that we went bar hopping a little bit with on Monday
Yes. Yeah.
and then disappeared,
Yeah.
he went and bought a motorcycle yesterday.
He did.
He got a 2025 Yamaha 450.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Good for him.
And he's already named it Blue.
Okay. Well, is he going to join our motorcycle club?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Why do you think he bought it? He's like, you guys keep talking about this new
Right.
KYCA motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out what our colors are going to be.
Yeah. Well, black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Like
Yin
a
and
checkered
yang.
flag?
Black leather jackets with a white patch on the back that says Radio Retreads. I like it.
Radio Riders.
Radio Riders.
I'm not a retread
Let's take
yet.
a guess. Let's take it, or a
We're
vote.
gonna take a poll?
Let's take a poll. Who likes Radio Retreads? Oh, I'm the only one that raised my hand. Who likes Radio Riders? Drew's the only one that raised his hand. Do you have another suggestion?
Yeah, radio rejects.
Well, we are not Radio Rejects because we are still on the radio as of today, anyway.
That could change at any moment.
I've been
That's
a Radio
true.
Reject before.
That's why I'm always looking out the window to see if Jason's coming
I
running
know.
around the corner.
I know. Well, so far, so good. Let's just keep it that way. Oh, my gosh. What's the date today? Tomorrow, March 20th, is the anniversary of this show. It'll be 2 years tomorrow. We have to celebrate.
Wonderful.
Yes. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
We're really happy to be here.
That's a weird coincidence. It is my best friend in the world's birthday tomorrow.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's
See?
a weird
That's good.
coincidence. Yeah, it's a
that is
good omen.
So it's a good day tomorrow.
Yeah, because I knew we've been doing this a couple years. I just
Yeah.
didn't know the actual.
The actual date started March 20th, was my first show. I was so nervous because an hour after just being a radio DJ, an hour of talk seems really long. Now it seems really short. Now we need more time. But I had Carol Chamberlain and I had our old chief of police, Debbie. Gosh, her name just escaped me. Everybody out there's going, Debbie. She was on as well. You don't remember her name either?
No, she was the chief of police after I was heavily involved in local politics, I guess you would say.
Local politics or local jails.
Local work. Well, no. I usually get arrested by the county.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right.
that's Camp Verde.
Yeah.
She's not on that. You know,
Okay,
but-
very good.
Nice
Very
to know.
good. So yeah, that's it's been a very fun 2 years, I have to say, and our show has evolved into something that I'm really proud of. I think we do a good job of making people smile, even if it's one person out there. We've done our job.
I find it amazing that you were so nervous on your first show,
my
and now
gosh.
you phone it in 3 to 4 times a week.
I've gotten very comfortable, haven't I?
Yeah,
Very comfortable.
I guess it's a good way to
Yeah.
put it.
It is. Well, when I first started, I think it was Steve Shishka or somebody said, "Well, hang in there."
Wow.
No, and I mean, he got it. He's like, you're trying to do something new, something out of your comfort zone. So hang in there, and we did. We hung in there. Jason hung in there, and I enjoy what we do here. So thanks you guys for making it so fun.
This is
Well, good.
way out of my comfort zone.
Why?
You know how difficult it is for me not to swear for an entire
Oh,
hour
that's
a day?
true.
It's
That's
horrible.
true. You've done such a good job. You've only dropped a couple
Yeah.
in the year plus that you've been with us. Drew as well.
It's okay.
He said a couple D words.
The only
Yeah.
reason I bring it up is because this week I got a comment on my Facebook page for
yeah?
my podcast.
Yeah.
That they're like, so I listen to you guys when I'm working. Can you please tone it down? Because my customers are starting to hear the F-bombs. And I'm
right.
like, ugh.
Right. Yeah. Well,
All
tell him
right.
to listen to this show while he's
We
working.
don't have
because-
those on here.
Yeah, we don't, unless we have a guest that just cannot. And we had one once.
It's a young lady that lives in the Midwest, and she is a postal delivery
Oh, we're
person.
talking about the podcast.
The
again.
podcast, yes. Not... So she
I
can
was
listen to
talking
this
about
show. I
the-
don't know if she will.
I was
but-
talking about the one lady that dropped a couple of swear words in 1:30
Our
minute.
guest?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that was impressive.
That was impressive. And we did exactly what they teach you to do in school. Just carry on. Don't
Just go right over
exactly.
it.
Don't point it out. Don't stop. Don't say anything. Just keep on talking.
Oh, I was ready to bring it up.
Matt's face. He was like, "Oh, like what, Mr. Bill? Ooh,
Yeah.
oh
Oh, yeah.
no."
Oh no, Mr. Bill!
Yeah. oh, yeah. No, because I knew. I was like, wow, I've said some stuff, but
Yeah.
F-bombs? That's like...
I don't think she dropped F-bombs.
No,
They were
no.
S-bombs.
Were they?
Twice.
No, I think it was F.
I hope not. Let's not look backwards. Let's look forward.
Rear view mirror.
Yeah. And
We'll have Drew look it up.
I'm always open for suggestions for shows. So if anybody listening is like, I've got a really good story, or of somebody that does, or an event, just get a hold of me because I would love to have you on. My email is thelezalive@gmail.com. That's LEZALIVE, and I'd love to hear from you. Give us some suggestions on what we're doing good, what we could do better.
You know what you need to get?
What?
You need to get Leza@live.com.
Leza@live.com.
Yeah, because isn't Live one of the Windows email products?
Oh, I don't know.
I think so.
I am not changing my email address
No,
again.
I just think that would be cool.
Yeah. I think
Why?
people would think it might be something different than what it actually is. Yeah.
You might get some questionable
Yes,
emails. Yeah.
exactly. Great news. Butch and Sonny are home.
Yes.
Praise the Lord. Yesterday, I watched the splashdown. Very impressive that those 4 huge umbrellas or parachutes could slow whatever they are. I mean, essentially.
It's not a 1920s
parachute.
cartoon. It's
Okay.
not Bugs Bunny and
I'm painting a picture.
Coyote
This is
and
radio.
Roadrunner.
Could slow down that capsule as it splashed down in Florida. And then did you see the dolphins?
Yeah, they were swimming around.
Celebrating?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
No.
Well, it happened.
I got
Yeah.
do a little thing called work.
Oh, that's right. I forget. I keep forgetting that you have like a real job.
When are they coming in?
Yeah, right.
They were supposed to be here, right?
They were taken to Texas for surveillance and rehab because, they have had no gravity for,
Yeah.
9 months, whatever it was. And so it really affects their body. They've got atrophy.
Yeah. And they couldn't walk or stand up. You notice when they pulled them out,
Right. They
had to
on
lay them
gurneys.
down
Yeah.
in like a chair and then roll them out.
Yes. So, but we're just so happy they're home safe.
Well, and did you hear what Elon said? That that he offered to do this. This could have been done months ago, and they wanted. And he's got the proof. He's got the letter and everything that he sent to the White House. And they're saying no. He's like, well, here you go, and here's your answer.
Well, then why didn't they?
That is a question that probably a lot of people would want to know.
Well, I want to see if Sonny and Butch get to the bottom of it.
Well,
If they're concerned, I'm concerned. If they're not, I'm not either.
hey, you know what? I think they're going to do really well because you know what their paycheck's going to be?
Oh, yeah. They're going to have a big chunk, and they're going to be highly
They're going to be on all
wanted
the
for
shows.
interviews. I cannot wait to hear them talk about their experience. It's going to be something else. Yeah.
I thought you had them booked.
Oh, I tried.
I mean, we need to get an answer to our question. Did they hook up or not?
Matt, I'm not going to ask that question.
That's the first question.
I am a professional journalist.
Exactly. And that should be the first
Somebody will
question.
ask it. Let's think of who's going to ask that
The
question.
real question is, did they have a video monitor on the space shuttle? If they didn't, I'm going to go with Matt.
Well, I'm
if there's
sure
no
they,
proof, I'm going to go with Matt.
I'm sure they had privacy. I mean, come on. That's a long time to be under surveillance.
Well, you could always turn the camera off.
Maybe they couldn't.
Yeah. These are
Or
all great
get-
questions.
Or
See?
get one of those.
We need to get this interview.
Yeah, one of the astronaut ice cream bars and just shove it in the lens. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Can't see through that.
All right. Well, how do you know? That's what I want to know.
You've never had an astronaut ice cream?
No.
Dude, I used to get those at the air museums and stuff growing up as kids all the time.
Oh, yeah,
It's
because you
just
lived in Sierra
freeze-dried
Vista.
ice cream. No, my dad being in the military, retired by then, but
Right.
that's what we did for vacations when we would go places. We always went to the air museums.
Well, there's
Loved
that
them.
huge one in Marana on your way to Tucson.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the graveyard.
Graveyard.
the
Well, I mean, we every time we drive by, we're like, oh, we should do that. We never do.
there's not really much to see. That's the civilian graveyard. If you really want the cool one, you
Yeah.
go to the Pima Air and Space Museum. That's in Tucson.
Oh.
It's one of the biggest air museums in the country.
Okay.
I mean, it's amazing.
I bet it is.
And then they have a tour of the military boneyard, which is the
Oh.
only boneyard for the military. So you get to see all kinds of planes.
Why didn't you suggest that when I told you I was going to Tucson? I don't know that I'll be
You
going
wouldn't
back
have had
to
the
Tucson.
time.
No,
You
it
wouldn't
takes
have had
all
the time.
day.
It's all day.
Okay.
Because the boneyard is literally you climb on a charter bus and they drive you around the boneyard.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Today is officially the last day of winter. The vernal equinox arrives tomorrow morning at 2:01 Pacific time, marking the beginning of spring. If you're slightly more scientific, you've already rung in the new season. Meteorologists consider March 1st the seasonal start of spring,
Yeah.
even though we've had more snow in March than we had all winter long.
In February or January.
Exactly. Exactly.
Finally.
It's National Certified Nurses Day. Hats off to the men and
Absolutely.
women who do all the gross, tedious, overlooked jobs that are usually the difference between life and death. I mean, the doctors get all the glory and all the money, but the nurses do all the hard work.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. Yes, and thank you to my son-in-law, Jake Guteau, and
Jake.
also to my niece, Madeline Nolan. She is she's a labor and delivery nurse. How fun is that?
They are really the unsung heroes. I
One
mean, they
of-
do
yes.
all the horrible stuff.
They really do. Yep, absolutely. It's National Let's Laugh Day. Let's laugh. I'm looking for my sound effect.
You can do it. I believe in you. Nope. Wrong one. It is allergy season, though.
It really is sometimes. How about? No, that's not it either. The
Oh,
sound
great.
effects.
That's a ticking time
That's
bomb.
a typical. Yeah. These will be really. Here, I found it.
There, finally!
I found
you
the wah
finally
wah.
found the one you wanted.
Oh, look, we have Jim Lamerson on the line. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to call in, Leza, because I've been watching something, my wife and I, had to do with Big Bear and the bald-headed eagles, the breeding pair of bald-headed eagles.
Yes.
And they had the 3 chicks, and one of the chicks died. It froze to death in a snowstorm last Thursday or whatever. Anyway, it's live cam, Bear Valley Eagles, and I thought it would be something that you would like to kind of Google and keep track of.
I think that's a great idea, Jim. I have been watching the Eagles, and I was amazed at how they shielded those baby birds with their wings in that snowstorm. And I was so sad to hear that they lost one, but at least there's 2.
What Ann and I have been impressed with is it's almost like an emotional attachment between the mom and the dad eagles.
Yes.
Those babies. And it just raises up the question, do animals have emotions? And I believe they do.
Oh, I totally believe animals have emotions. I mean, having pets myself, you just see it in their eyes.
Yeah, and we've had birds our whole life. We've been married over 50 years, and we've had birds. In fact, the one we have right now, she's 53 years old.
Oh,
54
wow.
years old. She's a double yellow-headed Amazon.
Wow.
And my baby, the one that I lost here not too long ago, I had him 42 years, and he was a Goffin cockatoo. And then my green cheek Amazon, we lost him after 42 years. So we've had a lot of birds. Anyway, so I know that they have feelings.
Yes.
And anyway, I didn't know if you had been watching these bald-headed eagles, because I really think it's an interesting human interest story on our national bird,
Yes.
bald-headed eagles, and watching what's going on with these eagles.
Well, I would really love it, Jim, if you would call in and be our bald eagle correspondent and let us know if something new happens or something changes with them. Would you do that?
Well, sure. If anything goes on that I think would be of relevance,
I'd love
I'll
it.
let you know. I know that there's millions of people watching this.
Yes.
It's just
very
amazing
interesting.
how many Americans are watching these eagles.
Yes, absolutely. I'm wondering how much longer until they fledge the nest. I mean, I know that our little backyard birds, it's like 30 days and they're gone.
Well, I would imagine with an eagle it's a little bit different.
Right.
I'm not an expert on that.
Yeah.
But being a bird of prey and everything, I think what they have to do is they have to get to the point of where they can hunt, and they need to. Mom and dad will take them out and teach them how to hunt.
Yes.
And how to fish, because they've been feeding them a lot of fish.
Yes, isn't it something?
I've been watching this anyway, so I just wanted to call in and share with you, and thought maybe it would be something that you and Scott would enjoy tuning in on. So.
Absolutely. I love the suggestion, Jim. Thank you so much.
All right.
And like I said, let us know if anything changes, all right?
All right, I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Wait, hold on. Jim
Yes.
doesn't think Drew and I would care?
No.
Well, he does know we're heartless. So. Fair enough.
It's a parrot. We should take a break. Is Kelly Tolbert here?
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
I
Kelly
just gotta go
Tolbert
grab her.
is coming up with her midweek weekend preview here on Leza Live. And a little later on in the hour, we're going to be chatting with one of the owners of the Northern Arizona Wranglers indoor arena football team. They're getting ready to start their next season at the end of this month, and we're going to get all the deets with Jim DePalma coming up here on Leza Live. Fred, Jim Lamerson, Fred De Palma here on Leza Live.
I got you.
It takes a village. Right now, dental emergencies can strike when you least expect them, but Pro Solutions Dental Group is here to help. From severe pain to unexpected accidents, their expert team is ready to provide fast, compassionate care when you need it most. Don't let a dental emergency ruin your day. Trust Pro Solutions to bring relief and get you back on track quickly. Learn more about their emergency services at PrescottDentist.com or give them a call, 928-776-1208. Pro Solutions Dental Group, your trusted partner for urgent dental care. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Kelly Tolbert is in with her midweek weekend preview. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. We have a question for you right off the top.
Let's do it.
Drew wants to know if you're going to the Redhead Festival.
Drew,
we need details. When is it? Where is it? And
It's
who's going?
It's in Ireland.
Oh yes, of
And
course
it's
we'll
over.
go.
It's they have one coming up in August and one in November for gingers. And since you were here, that was the segue in.
Yeah.
And considering that I didn't see any men in these pictures, it was redheaded women. I thought that would be good for Matt.
That would be great for Matt. Maybe you could take him.
I think Matt looks very enthusiastic about
He
this.
looks very happy.
See?
We like to keep Matt happy, right?
Yeah.
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 Why is it that everyone is trying to just marry me off? This is awful.
Because you're a catch, Matt. You're
Would
a
you
catch.
move to
Good
Ireland?
answer.
You're-
Good
I know
answer.
you're moving now, but would you, if you met a pretty redhead in Ireland?
I wouldn't move to Ireland, but I'd get a second home. Sure.
There you
okay.
go.
Okay.
There you go.
That's a good
Maybe
plan
a,
for
a
you.
nice
Yeah.
little cottage or something.
Yeah.
A cottage would be
Ooh,
lovely.
a cottage in Ireland.
Yeah.
I
See,
like
why
it.
wouldn't we want you to have that?
Right.
Right?
We have a friend with
We're-
a cottage in Ireland.
We're dreaming big for Matt.
Oh, yeah.
We're dreaming
gotta
bigger
go
for
the
Matt
whole way.
than Matt dreams himself.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's what
I
good
mean,
friends are for.
Have you ever been to a Redhead festival?
I have not.
No. Is that on your bucket list?
I haven't. I have to say I've never thought of it.
Okay. Well, this
But
might
thank
be
you,
something
Drew.
to consider.
You're welcome, Kelly.
Well,
Looking out for
Drew
me.
saw pictures and he's like, "This looks like a lot of fun."
That it does
Yeah.
sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if I get the chance, I'll definitely go, and you guys will be the first to know.
Perfect. Kelly on assignment in
All
Ireland.
right.
I love it.
I love an
Wonderful.
assignment.
All right, let's come back home now and talk about all the fun things we have going on here in our area.
We have a lot going on,
Yes.
especially at our beloved Elks Theater this weekend.
Mhm.
Friday at the Crystal Hall on the third floor is Severin Brown. Do you know this
We
performer?
know of him.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the younger brother of Jackson Brown.
A Motown artist.
Yes.
And he is performing twice on Friday, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. So you can check him out. It sounds like a lot of fun. And
Mhm.
if that's not enough, also in the main theater that same day, Friday, is Bring Back That Love and Feelin'. And it's a salute to the Righteous Brothers and the, I guess, genre of blue-eyed soul.
Fun.
So we've got a redhead festival,
Yes.
blue-eyed soul.
all sorts of colors this morning.
That's right. 7 p.m. in the main theater. And then, have you heard of the Cosmos Theater?
I have heard a little bit about this. Yes.
I figured with your guest lineup that you have here,
Yes.
you may have discussed this.
Yes.
I have a personal friend who's involved in this performance of Shakespeare's King Lear. My friend Julie's, I think, directing some of that. So-
Nice.
and this is presented by the Basin Lake Theater Project, which I think is kind of a newer effort locally. And they have many performances, but this weekend they have Friday through Sunday. They have 3 options to check that out. King Lear over at the former Studio Theater at the Prescott Center for the Arts,
Fabulous.
which we know now to be Hazeltine.
Right.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay,
Thank
clearing
you.
all that up, right?
All
And then
right.
Saturday out at the Finley Toyota Center and Sunday, actually, is the Crossroads of the West Gun Show. So if you're into guns, you can buy, sell, trade. Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday, 9 to 3. There's a little ticket fee at the door. But, you know, we've got a lot of gun enthusiasts in the area. So, or if you're just bored and looking for something fun to do,
There you
check
go.
it out. And then Saturday evening at the Elks Crystal Hall is a local performance of a lot of artists. This is a huge lineup. I think Matt's your friend, that Matt Santos that comes on is producing this
I
group.
think
Wait,
he's
hold on, I have
emceeing
friends?
it. You do.
Oh.
He's emceeing it, and
is this-
Jim Sobo came in, right?
Jim,
to talk
yeah,
about
the
it.
Howling Coyote.
Yeah.
Yes. So lots of fun going on there, 6 p.m. Saturday night. And also in the main theater at the Elks is a Wastin' Away in Margaritaville tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
You know, that's going to be fun, and it's probably sold out.
It probably is.
Yeah, I mean, people that love these tribute bands, they keep an eye on that website, and they
Die
snatch
hard.
up those tickets right away.
Yes.
But so I recommend checking out to see if the shows are sold out or not before you head on down there and
I
make your
s-
plans.
I saw Jimmy Buffett live,
I
and
did
he was such a
too.
spirited performer, and so I'm sure this is a wonderful tribute.
Yes.
Oh, that makes me
Loved
sad.
it.
He's one of the ones I never got to see.
Oh, it was so good.
Such a bummer.
I've
Well,
seen a lot of bands.
and the
but not
audience just
Jimmy.
gets so into it. It was such, I only got to see him once, and it was a huge concert, and the stage covered with musicians.
Yes.
Just really
Dancers
cool.
and really fun.
Sounds
and-
like a party.
Yeah, definitely.
Huge
God
party.
bless him. Rest in
That's
peace, Jimmy
right.
Buffett.
And then Sunday at the Crystal Hall as well is Sundays at the Sundance. It's their first acoustical music performance, and this is a series they do. It's free, but you do need to reserve your seat.
Okay.
6 p.m. it kicks off. And that's what I have for you today.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Kelly Tolbert, thank you for bringing us your midweek weekend preview. We appreciate you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for having me again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Coming up, we're going to be talking with Fred DePalma, one of the owners of the Naz Wranglers indoor football team. They're getting ready to kick off their season, I believe, on March 29th. And you've been to one of those games, haven't you, Kelly?
I was just chatting with him, and I had to confess I have not
Oh,
yet
my
been.
gosh. Okay, promise me this season you'll go.
This season I'll go.
So much fun.
Yes.
Tons and tons of fun. And he's going to tell us all about the upcoming season coming up here on Leza Live. So stay with us. Right now, ladies, when it comes to your health, you deserve expert care from people who truly listen. And that's exactly what you'll find at Prescott Women's Clinic. Whether you need routine checkups, prenatal care, or help navigating menopause, their team is dedicated to caring for women at every stage of life. With compassionate providers and a welcoming atmosphere, you're going to feel comfortable and confident in your care. Your health matters, so trust the experts at Prescott Women's Clinic. Their number, 928-778-4300, or visit them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Shifting gears, talking about indoor football this morning with Fred DePalma from the Naz Wranglers. Good morning, Fred. Welcome back.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. So exciting. You guys are getting ready to kick off your fifth season. At Findlay Toyota Center. The Naz Wranglers entertaining and competing out there on the indoor arena football field. So much fun. And what a great addition to our entertainment lineup here in our area. And I'm sure you're looking forward to a fifth season.
Yes, without a doubt. Right now we have 40 boys in town that
Yes.
are all competing for 25 spots.
Okay.
So the practices have been outside. They're open to the public. Fans have been coming down to watch. It's getting kind of heated there.
Yeah, I bet.
Because some have to be sent home, and that's the coach's job, not mine.
Right, not a fun job.
No.
Where are they practicing so people can come and check them out?
Right now they're in Prescott Valley at Mountain Valley Park.
Okay, Mountain Valley Park.
Yeah, we posted it online, but the coaches just changed the time, and I don't know if the social media team got that changed, but it was 9 to 12. It's going to be 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
something like that. 2 to
Awesome.
5, 2 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A great way for the public to come on out and check out these athletes. I mean, these are real bona fide athletes. Most of them have played college football.
Yes, yes.
Some have dabbled in the NFL or
Exactly.
aspired to, and so these guys. I remember I worked for the team a couple of years, and it was just amazing. Some of the bios from these athletes. They'll blow your mind.
It's incredible, and
Yeah.
we have new coaching staff, and they just did such a phenomenal job finding these guys.
Yeah.
I mean they start in August, September,
Right.
already recruiting and looking at tape, and their work just goes and goes, and that's what they were doing, and it's just really cool to see who they brought in. We do have some NFL players that are with us. We have some returning players. We have players that played some other teams in our league or other indoor leagues, and we have a lot of new faces in the league straight out of college that are just hungry to play football.
Absolutely. That's great. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the coaching staff?
Well, we have one returning coach, Coach Mike. He started as our equipment manager last year and then stepped in to work with the defense mid-season. He's also an ex-player with the AFL and the IFL, and so he wanted to get into coaching.
Nice.
And it's really neat is he lives down in the valley. I just ran into him in a Walgreens in Queen Creek, Arizona, and just started to talk to him. And then 2 years later, he's working for us up here, and now he's in as a line coach.
That is amazing.
And
He's
so
living the dream.
He is. This is the path that he wants to go on, and he's just great and grateful all the time that we give him
Wonderful.
the opportunity. Our offensive coordinator, Sahai Burley, Saya Burley, he is also lives down in the valley by chance. He was the offensive coordinator for the Arizona Rattlers last year, and they
Okay.
took the national championship.
So we grabbed
Yeah,
him, huh?
he came up this way. He's also played in the NFL. He's AFL Hall of Famer. And he also played for a head coach that we have right now. So it's just
Wow.
such a small world.
Yeah.
Our defensive coordinator, Larry Hendricks, he's from Texas, from Dallas. He's been coaching with Quad City for a bit, and he's been around the league for quite some time. He's just a sought-after defensive coordinator. And the person who put that team together, coaches, is our head coach, Ron James. So Ron comes to us from Salt Lake. When the AFL started years ago, Ron was part of the AFL for a very long time, and he's 3-time AFL Coach of the Year, head coach of the year. Went coached college as well, then stepped back to high school coaching for a bit while he was bringing his kids up.
Love it.
His youngest daughter just went away to college, and he
he's
goes,
back.
"Okay, put me back in." He said, "Put me back in, coach." So,
I love it.
So he applied, and we interviewed about 15 people for head coach, and that was it. I picked Ron, and I think it was a great pick, without a doubt.
Wow, this is a dream team.
It is.
I'm
It is.
thinking.
These coaches and
Yeah.
the players want to play for good coaches.
Yeah,
because
of
they help
course.
their career.
Of course.
And they attract the players.
Yes, that is fantastic. So, any fan favorites that are coming back this year that were on the team last year?
We re-signed 7. One decided not to come back, and that's fine with us. He started his career that he went to college for, and he said, "You know what? I'm in my career now. I'm going to focus on that." I'm like,
happens.
no, that's great because
Yeah.
that's what we want for these boys.
Sure.
We either want them to move up, to a bigger level,
Right.
or we want to make sure that they know they went to school for something, and how can we help them to start their careers if football is not going to be their career.
Sure.
And that's what we're here for. I'll do some mentoring, and I'll talk to them on some business seminars I'll put on for the guys, and invite other people in to talk to them because we want what's best for their lives. Yes, we like to enjoy them playing football, but we actually do care about them at the same time too, of where they're going after this.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you were a longtime fan of indoor football and then decided to become ownership.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, because I know that you know Matt from taking photos for the Rattlers down in the valley. Now
The
our
rivals. Oh,
now our huge rival, one of Tucson also, right? They're
Right,
rivals.
right, yes.
Any interstate.
Yeah.
No, how
team.
they've always described us, though,
Yeah.
the Rattlers,
Yeah.
through as long as I've been there, we're
Yeah.
like the Yankees of indoor football.
Okay, the
Everybody
Yankees.
loves to hate us.
Yes.
Is that what
Yep.
it is? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
you were a huge fan, season ticket
I was a
holder.
Rattlers fan, season
Yeah.
ticket holder for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
With my family, we sat right up in the front row, about the 18, 17. I'd see Matt all the time because that's
Yep.
so we got to know each other just from being there so long.
Sure.
We just talked to Matt and the coaches and the players.
Right.
And he shot a lot of pictures for us. Then he'd share pictures with me too.
all
He'd
the
email me
time.
some pictures that
Yeah.
we were in or my kids were in.
I
and
love it.
it was great. But yeah, just a fan. And we came up here, and there was a team here, by chance. And so we sponsored with our business, just marketed in there because it's good marketing.
Right.
So for all of our businesses out there, I did it as good marketing for my store.
That's great testimony.
And that's why I did it. In year 2, in 2022, if you remember the 2021 season, they won 1 game.
Right. That's the team I was part of.
Yeah, I remember.
It was rough. It was a
remember.
rough season.
Yeah, and won 1 game against Tucson, who also had no wins.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like we just won the Super Bowl. Everybody jumped the wall. The place went crazy. I mean, footballs are flying everywhere. Yeah, it was like I'm sitting there going like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen if they win 2 games?
Right. Right. Exactly. What if we have a winning team up here? It's going to be amazing.
Right. So in 22, I met with Trey, who had opened the team, about renewing our sponsorship with our marketing, and I was very interested in this as a business. So I said, how does one get involved? As we were meeting. And he was telling me a little bit, and I said, well, I'd like to know about opening a new team. Yeah. Can you teach me a little bit of this? And he said, yeah, come on down. I'll show you some stuff. I'll talk to you and, introduce you to the commissioner. And so I thought I'd take it one step further. Instead of just coming and learning a little bit, I bought 40% of the team. And I figured if I made an investment, I would then be invested and not interested anymore.
Right.
Now I'm committed.
Yes.
And so I'd come up here, stay at the Marriott around the corner 2-3 nights a week for the whole season, and just go to the office and go to work.
Right.
Start talking to all the other ownerships around the country with the other teams, started talking to other arenas. I was traveling around looking where to put a team, getting to meet a lot of different arena operators and see what they wanted and what it takes to put a team in there. So, yeah, it went like that, and we won the championship. I like to say we won it because the new ownership had nothing to do with the coaches or the players. It was all me. I'm just totally kidding.
I know you are.
But I tell you what, after buying 40% of the team, and our first game was against Vegas, in Vegas, both teams did terrible.
Oh, no.
Both teams lost. Only one team happened to have more points, which was them. And I sat there, and my wife looked at me. She goes, what did you do? And I was like, great, thanks.
That was the same season that they won the championship?
That was our one big loss,
like,
and then everything got
honey,
together.
Just wait and see.
Oh, no, I was nervous.
I bet you were.
But, yeah, so after that season ended, we were going to open a new team. Actually, we had picked the Maverick Center in Salt Lake where the Grizzlies play, and we were set to go there. And Trey basically didn't want to come back to the team anymore. Right. And so he was back and forth, wishy-washy with it, and my wife and I were doing what we do for our other business. We were traveling around doing some seminars, and while we were in Australia, he called up and just kind of said, I'm not going to come back. And so we took over the rest of the team from him.
Perfect.
And decided instead of moving to Salt Lake, our son and our grandbaby live here.
Yeah,
and
this works
we were
better.
now getting ready to get a house up here too. We're like, well, you know what? Let's just do this instead, because we'd rather be up here than someplace else.
Absolutely. It all worked out.
Yeah, it did.
And you've never looked back. You're loving it. This is a great experience for you and your family.
We're having a blast. My wife, who's not with me here this morning, she's kind of the one that runs everything there.
Yeah,
she's
over
the boss. All the sales.
Sure she is.
Tickets and all the half times that we do and all those activities and specials, that's all her. I just kind of hang out in the office.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is great. We're talking with Fred DePalma, one of the owners of the Naz Wranglers indoor football team, kicking off their season coming up March 29th at Findlay Toyota Center. And we're going to talk more with Fred coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Just want to remind y'all that the next Artful Eye Jewelry Cleaning Spa Day is coming up on Friday from 10 until 5 o'clock. Take in your jewelry and let their on-site master jewelers clean and inspect it for you for free while you wait. And while you are waiting, you can enjoy some snacks, refreshments, special discounts, and check out all the new jewelry they just brought back from 2 huge jewelry shows. So again, that's going on this Friday, 10 until 5 o'clock at the Artful Eye Jewelers, Middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking indoor football this morning. Our Northern Arizona Rattlers getting ready to kick off their 5th season, March 29th, 6:05 at Findlay Toyota Center. We have one of the owners, Fred DePalma, in with us. His wife, Robin, couldn't make it this time, but we got to get her in here because I want to hear all about what it's like to run a football team from a woman's perspective.
Oh, that'd be great. She's the one who does all the work for the Wranglers. So.
Bless her heart. So let's talk about the community involvement. Now, I know the community has embraced this team. Everybody's really excited that you're here. How important is that?
It's hugely important. What we try to tell everybody is the community owns the team. And that's just the way it is. The community owns the team. We just write out the checks.
Right.
So without the local businesses and the ticket sales, there's really no other source of income. It's neat because there's always a lot of stuff going on in these off groups on social media, and people are right that the league is making millions off of betting. You only make a little bit on betting if betting makes something.
Right.
And with betting, I don't understand how it all works, but basically you have to bet only on our platform. So if you bet on IFL and a whole different platform that we're not part of,
right.
IFL doesn't see any of that.
Yeah.
So if you do Bet Kings,
right,
we don't see any of it. So we make nothing off betting.
Right.
There's really no other income coming in on that national level that people think that's rolling down to the team. So it's what happens in this community with this team is all about this community.
Right.
What happens with the Green Bay team is all about the Green Bay community.
Sure.
And same with the Rattlers. It's what they're able to do there.
Right.
So by the community supporting, by the businesses supporting, by the tickets being sold, that's what keeps the team in town.
Absolutely.
And
everybody can participate in that. I mean, the people that come and fill up the arena to watch the spectators, they're helping out by buying the tickets.
Yes.
The businesses are partnering up with you, and I'm sure you have some of those sponsorships still available.
Oh, we do. We do. Robin does a great job. So she does marketing for our other company, and we believe in +1. So whatever our contract is with somebody, we're going to go above and beyond that.
Nice.
We don't want to just say, okay, this is all you get. We want to give extra. So like we've included so the businesses that come in that they can set up concourse tables if they want. So if they want to come down and talk to people and the fans when they come in, then that's wonderful.
Right.
We'll allow them to do that. We've taken some of our banners that are on the walls, the dasher pads is what they're called. So the dasher banners, usually people have to do that for the whole year. Well, we still have a couple of those left. So we just came up with things saying, let's let somebody do it just for a game. We'll put your logo up just for one game, and so you don't have to commit to the entire year.
Right.
And then if you like it, you can do it another time. So the way we're doing them now, it's easier for us to do this,
Yes.
to put them up and take it down and put another one up instead. So we want to try to make it simple for people. And then for the small businesses, like that's what I run as a small business for 40 years, is we'll start renewing 26 season for people that want to sponsor in like August. And they can start making payments on that to break it down to simple and small.
Nice.
Instead of, hey, you have to give me all this right now today. But
Right.
we have things going from $300 up to $25,000.
Sure.
So there's something we have for everybody's budget, and we'll be creative because we want the support. But not only that, we want to help our local businesses by supporting them with the marketing tool that we have, which is the football team.
Absolutely. How do people get in touch with you if they want to be a sponsor?
Yeah, they can call the office, which is 928-379-5581, or they can actually write Robin direct, which is her email is robindepalma@nazwranglers.com.
Okay.
And that's the two ways, and she'll send you out all the information.
Perfect. Well, speaking of sponsors, we need to get a message in from one of our sponsors here on Leza Live. Coming back, we're going to tell you about season tickets, events that you guys have planned, the tailgating parties, all the fun that is about to get underway out there at Findlay Toyota Center with our Naz Wranglers kicking off their 5th season here in Prescott Valley. Right now, you know, Prescott, when your heater gives up in the middle of a cold night or your AC decides to quit during a summer heat wave, who do you call? I know, it's AC Medic Heating and Air. Locally owned and operated, they're the trusted pros who show up on time and get the job done right the first time. And here's something extra awesome. Seniors, veterans, and first responders get 10% off all repairs. So don't wait until you're sweating or shivering. Call AC Medic Heating and Air, your trusted first responder for comfort. Here comes the number. Write it down, 928-848-6224. Again, that's 928-848-6224. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking with Fred DePalma from the Naz Wranglers indoor football team, kicking off their season, their 5th season at Findlay Toyota Center, March 29th at 6:05. So how many games in the schedule this season?
Well, your Wranglers will have 16 scheduled games in the season, 8 home and 8 on the road.
Okay, so 8 home games. And you told me during the break that you guys have the biggest following online for streaming the game.
Right.
Worldwide.
When it came for the viewers,
Yes.
viewerships, right, we had like the largest audience watching our games.
Right. So
and
your
that
fan
was-
base is just growing.
It was great, but our team in there that Doug runs upstairs with the broadcast and also our online announcers, our on-screen announcers, they won Broadcast of the Year.
Amazing.
It was great. That's all to them. And we
Right.
had the best picture, we put on the best TV in the
Awesome.
league. So that was phenomenal.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So you get the season tickets, you watch the 8 games at home, you watch the other 8 games online, and you just become a super fan. I know you have so
Yes.
many super fans now.
Oh yeah, and online's changed, so it's no longer on YouTube. It's now the IFL has their own network
Oh,
called
awesome.
the IFL Network. I know some about it, but not enough about it to really get into
Right.
it. But we're not going to have the YouTube closing us down because they picked up background music.
Right.
And then they're all trying to get rid of it, and the games disappear. So
Yeah.
that won't happen anymore.
Good. That's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 home games. That's not a huge commitment. What's that?
That's new this season?
That's going to be new this season.
nice.
Cool.
They
Yeah, 'cause
just
I
they
haven't heard
just
about
yeah
that.
they just
Yeah.
announced it 2 weeks ago. I mean, I
there
was
you
in
go.
meetings about it 6 months ago,
Sure.
and I listen.
Yeah.
And we did discuss it, so I know somehow it works, but it wasn't the top of what I wanted to learn at the
Right.
moment. We're busy trying to put a season together.
Sure, absolutely. Well, I watch my son-in-law who plays pro hockey for the AHL, and they have something similar.
Yes.
You log on and you can watch any of the games.
Same thing
Yeah,
with this. So
this is gonna be great.
I think this Friday and Saturday are the first games in the IFL. So there's 6 teams playing. There's going to be 3 games. So this will be
Okay.
an opportunity to go check it out. From our website, you can figure out how to log into it. There's a link there.
Perfect.
I have to do the same thing, so I
Yeah.
can go ahead and
Right,
watch those
so
games.
you can learn.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Okay, and how do people get their season tickets? And also, can they get single game tickets as well?
Yes, season tickets we still have available, and single game tickets always. With the season tickets, you just have to call our office, which is 928-379-5581, or you can also email ticket director at nazwranglers.com, or basically anybody in the office. They'll send it to the right person.
Okay.
Single game tickets have to go through the arena, so you can just go into Findlay Toyota Center, even our website, nazwranglers.com, and then go to tickets, and it'll bring you over to Ticketmaster to buy the ticket.
Okay.
I believe you save a few dollars if you just go to the window to buy it. And
Okay.
you can go up to the window, buy tickets for the whole season or the upcoming week, whatever you want, even the day of.
Okay, making it super easy.
We're trying to.
Yeah.
So if you like to click, you click. If you like to
Right.
be in person, you go down in person. If you want
Absolutely.
single tickets, you have to talk to us.
Perfect. That's fantastic. All right, so the season starts on the 29th. Who are we playing?
29th, we're playing Fisher's Freight. They are from Indianapolis. Yeah, I had to think of make
Yeah.
sure I said that right.
Right,
So
Fisher's Freight.
They're brand new in the league. This will be
Okay.
the first season, but they're experienced by owning some hockey teams for quite some time.
Okay.
And they just built a new arena, and they hired some good coaches. And their first game ever will be them traveling here
Yeah.
to play us. So we have to teach them how to lose, respectably,
Exactly.
and go back home and work harder.
Exactly. Oh, it's going to be a great game. Absolutely. And there's tailgating before the games, right? Out there in the parking lot?
Always in the parking lot. Our fans come down. Sometimes we see trailers out there, and people are cooking, and there's always tailgating. Even we talked about the Rattlers. They love coming up because we have tailgating,
Mm-hmm.
and they've always said when they come to our games, the fans are just welcoming to them.
Awesome.
That they
Of
yell
course
at each
we
other in
are.
the arena, but then they hang out with everybody outside.
Yeah.
Excuse me. On game day, I show up to the arena about 8 a.m. Nobody else is there. I like to just walk around while it's quiet to see what's going on, make sure everything's okay in our locker room, the visitors' locker room, just checking what we put together the night
Yeah.
before. So about 4 o'clock, I'm getting a little hungry, and I usually walk out into the tailgating, and I circle, and somebody's always offering me a hamburger or
That's awesome.
some home cooked something or another, and
Yeah.
I do accept. I
I'm
will
sure.
take it.
Why wouldn't you?
I'll take it and I'll go back in.
Smart
you know?
man.
So yeah, I look forward to that myself.
Oh, well.
Got some great bacon jalapeno poppers last year. I was like, these
Oh,
are good.
man.
Yeah.
They know how to do it right.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There's some great
Yeah.
cooks up here.
Perfect.
Great tailgating cooks up here.
Well, we're looking forward to this upcoming season. Again, it kicks off March 29th. You guys can follow the Naz Wranglers on Facebook.
Yes.
You can check them out on their website. Become a super fan. When's the final cut again?
So right now they have the practices on Friday is when the coaches will make their final decisions. Some people have been going home before that, but Friday they'll have their team and the
All
boys will move into the housing.
All right. Best of luck to you.
All right, thank you.
You're
Go
welcome.
Wranglers.
Go Wranglers.